Good morning, buenos dias. What beautiful times for me and my family, and it's time for us to share some of that love and abundance and family growth with y'all. Many of you probably started watching this YouTube channel either back in my college days when I started, which I think is like 8 years ago, which is pretty insane. I was a 21 or 22-year-old college student making videos about vegan life and my yoga teacher training and my personal struggles. And then many of you probably started following when I was on my epic cycling journey across over 10 countries between Alaska and now here where I landed in Costa Rica. And throughout all those times, in the last 8 years of making videos, I always knew in the back of my head, even though my content I think has been very interesting as a cycling nomad and a college student, I always knew in the back of my head, one day I can't wait to make videos about my permaculture organic fruit farm and my family and my kids and my wife and that whole thing, just my mission of having a beautiful family and growing our own food and being sustainable in nature. I promise, I'm not kidding, that has been in the back of my mind pretty much since day one of the channel. Even back as a college student, I knew that was my mission, because on my gap year before starting college, like 2 or 3 years before my YouTube channel, when I volunteered on some organic farms, that's when I knew this is what I wanted. Family, farm, in nature, place of sustainability, of education, and to bring all of you hopefully into our life through our videos and then coming to visit our farm. And guess what? Today, my beautiful daughter, Ziva Lakshmi Foster Gomez, is 39 days old. She's the most beautiful girl in the world. And my amazing wife, Natalia, is home in bed with Ziva as I am out at 6 in the morning after making my dried banana coconut bliss balls this morning for the farmer's market later this week out of bananas from our farm. And then I sneak out for a quick 6-mile run, hopefully before they wake up, so I can go back to dad duty and then farm duty and then dad duty and then husband duty and try to manage it all. It's pretty nuts. I love being overly active. I'm pretty nuts, I'll admit it. I'm trying to balance right now running an organic fruit farm, running an Airbnb style cabin rental business on our land, keeping a nice, clean, successful home, being a good husband, being a good dad, making sure my fruit trees and farm are happy, selling at 2 farmers markets in our local region, growing our food product business again to grocery stores, and managing my personal self-care, which I do need a lot of: running, yoga, massage, making all that, trying to do that all in one day leads for quite a packed, exciting, crazy life. And so it's time to start sharing a little bit more of it, because even though I don't see where I have room for an added project of putting out consistent YouTube videos, I've done it in the past. I'm a professional. I got over 1,000 videos on this channel that you can watch. And at the end of the day, it's steep. This has been my mission since day one, is to show you guys and just be a motivation, especially in these times. We live in such crazy times between post-pandemic, new generation of kids being raised with just so embedded in technology and social media like you're watching right now, and disconnect from our food system, from nature, from each other. And we're about everything opposite to that. We're about nature, family, love, sustainability, responsibility, movement, fitness, good food, health. So You know, back in the day when I started vlogging and kind of started to get the channel going, it was cool back in 2014, 15, 16 to put out highly produced YouTube videos with lots of edits and music and make it a good, entertaining show. And I did that for a long time, posted a lot of vlogs like that, and that was cool. But I was in my early 20s. Now I'm almost 30, 29 and a half. I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a farmer. And so, in a way, I feel like social media has gotten a little bit corrupted. Maybe corrupted is not the right word, but the social trend has moved towards everyone trying to make flashy, shiny, highly produced stuff. People got filters and edits on Instagram. If you're a young kid starting a YouTube channel, you have no followers yet, you're just beginning, you can make super awesome, flashy thumbnails from day one because it's easy now with websites where you can edit thumbnails, super simple, and it's just not really special to me anymore. That's like cheap currency, having a highly edited, flashy video. Like, kind of everyone can do that at this point. So I always try to do what I believe in morally. Almost 10 years vegan, by the way. In 2 months or a month and a half will be my 10-year vegan anniversary. Look at me. I'm still as motivated, care about animal rights, believe in the health benefits of a vegan, low-fat, plant-based diet. Can you believe that hasn't changed? I mean, when I started making videos and identifying within the vegan community, I'm gonna say probably something like 10, maybe 20% of those people who I knew back then that were vegan, that I'd meet at meetups or festivals or documentary screenings or whatever online, maybe 15 or 20% of them are still vegan. That's how of a old school vegan I've become. That most of my once vegan friends are no longer vegan. Now, do I really care? Not really, to be honest. I do care. I care about animal rights, that's why I do it. But I'm past the point of trying to change the world. I'd love to inspire anyone I can to harm less animals and to eat healthy. But we're in such a crazy world now where there's a huge community of people, maybe even the majority, who 10 years ago thought eating a bunch of plants and only plants and avoiding animal products was the healthy way to go. And now they think that the healthiest foods in the world are bone broth and ghee and eggs and all this stuff, which the nutrition textbooks and the American Heart Association and the Harvard School of Public Health and the American Dietetics Association and actual scientists disagree that those are the healthiest foods on the planet and still advocate for a mainly plant-centered diet. But you have this whole community of people who want to think otherwise, obviously not based on science, because there's no major nutrition and health institution out there who advocates for an animal-based diet. You only find fringe, trendy podcasters and YouTubers, some of which are doctors, to be fair, but no, just individuals claiming that we're, like the Liver King, that we're carnivores and we should eat as such. Whereas, go find a reputable scientific institution who says that. You won't find it. And I look them up all the time. American Cancer Association, American Heart Association, Oxford School of Public Health, Harvard School of Public Health. They all advocate for the same shit. Plant-centered, low-fat, low-processed food diet, baby. That's what I've been doing for 10 years. Haven't been sick in a couple years other than COVID, which I got about a month ago. which lasted for 3 days. Happy to be over that. Have my natural immunity because I'm unvaxxed, which I also understand is kind of a scientific hypocrisy because it's clear that the COVID vaccine is safe. But I just chose not to get it. At least I acknowledge my hypocrisy, which hopefully proves to you that I'm telling the truth when I say that I care about science. Even if my actions, personal actions, go against it, I'll always tell you with my words and my mind intellectually what is right and what is wrong from a scientific standpoint. And the vax is totally fine and definitely has helped reduce the spread and danger of COVID. Okay, well, what I was getting before I went on this rant is that videos are just so flashy and everything these days. What you're gonna get from the channel here moving forward is raw and real and uncut and motivational about us growing food, how we're growing tropical fruit, how our businesses are going, what kind of stuff are we growing and making, what motivates us, what do we care about in our heart and souls, how is parent life going for Natalia and I, how's the growth of Ziva, and just our life here in Costa Rica, trying to make it all work. The mission is very simple. Have a beautiful, loving, strong family, grow the best organic food we possibly can to feed our families, and hopefully make some money for our family through those businesses via cabin rentals and retreats and selling the fruits of our labor. That is the mission. I want nothing more or less. I think it's a good, humble, but ambitious goal. And hopefully I can get around checking in on the channel and posting some videos about that life, because the only reason I felt confident to do what I'm doing is because even before I did any volunteer farm work or anything, I watched videos online of homestead family farmers and got inspired almost a decade ago. So here we are, full circle, paying it back. Feels so good. I've never been so happy in my life. Also, the stress and the responsibility and the weight of life, also heavier than ever. But I think that's a good thing. That means life is progressing. I love adding responsibility to my life, overcoming the obstacles, and enjoying the fruits of my labor. That's what life is. I'm a sober man. No more weed, no more alcohol, no more tobacco. That's been 1.5 years now. I'll probably never go back to that stuff. And so it's motivation, baby. Also, I feel like that's a key thing. I mean, our world today, young kids especially, are just getting bombarded with substance abuse. And it's so sad because I know what that feels like. I have family members who know what that feels like. And it's some dark shit. And the only thing that can help people to... By the way, I've been running uphill this whole video. That's why you might see me out of breath. It's uphill. It's about to get a little flatter. But we need positive inspiration from people like myself who have overcome that shit. And, you know, I can say genuinely, I've tried a lot of different drugs, and the best drug consistently is a productive, sober, happy, healthy life. I'm telling you. I know it sounds cliche, maybe even cringe, but it's the damn truth. I will continue to speak the truth. And so welcome back. I post a lot of my Instagram stories. You can check out stuff over there. And hopefully I'll get around to making a video soon with Natalia about our home birth and parent life. And please make it easier for us. Comment down below with video ideas, questions for Q&As. All that will help us put out more videos. Much love, Dream Extreme. Peace.